Hey everyone, this video is going to be all over the place because I just wanted to yap about the new things that they're adding to this game. And I know you've seen the Doom posting thumbnail, and yeah, it's a little bit of clickbait, but realistically, it's kind of a half and half for me right now. So I'm really divided on how to feel about the future of this game at the current moment, because on one hand, I'm really excited that they're upping the grounded movement speed, they're making fast falls quicker, and introducing short hops, which I don't really know why people had such an issue with short hopping. Like, you have so much aerial control over your character, I never really felt jumping higher was a problem for me because I could just redirect my character in the way that I wanted them to go. But anyways, that's for another time. All those things that I just listed, fantastic. Love that they're adding that to the game. But the one thing that I just wanted to solely talk about that has put this game on a doomsday timer for me is shielding. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not against shielding in any facet possible. I don't like it, but also I'm not against it in certain situations. This one, however, is a situation that I am very against it in, because just hear me out. The game was structured around dodging. Every attack, every hurt box, and every character were all designed around the dodge system, whether it be movement or attacking or evading an attack. It was all centralized around this one mechanic. So you can kind of see where just standing there with a huge bubble over you can kind of be a problem. Not to mention, attacks barely do anything to a shield. Your character also reacts to it as if they're whiffing the attack for some reason, and the opponent can just immediately pop out of the shield and hit you with the attack. It's going to reward turtling on a whole nother level. I already had so many issues with the opponents running away in this game. Now you're telling me that they can run away and just sit there and block like a pussy? No, it's like, what are y'all doing? Command grabs can easily take care of the shields because, you know, they can kind of just go right through them and snag the opponent. But the problem is that not every character has a command grab, and also every character does not have a grab to begin with. So what do they do to fix this issue, to make shields not that powerful? They make a new mechanic that reuses an attack animation to be able to break the opponent's shield. This is just weird. Why are they going through such lengths to add this? I'd much rather them just like take the time out to introduce grabs into the game, which I am also against. Like, I don't know. I just don't have a problem with the dodging system at all or anything. It's just like, I don't know why they are going through such hurdles to introduce this new mechanic instead of just fixing the game at its core. Like, all you literally had to do to get people to stop complaining about having to dodge attacks is fix the hitboxes and add whiff frames to attacks that are spammable and have no downside whatsoever.
If this shit doesn't get changed in Season 4, I actually might be done. Shaggy dash attack, hitting all the way above him. Low profiles. You see how Shaggy's laying on the ground. It is impossible to hit when he does the dash attack. It also hits your opponent all the way above. Even when I'm jumping, I even double jumped. I even did a second jump, and I still get anti-aired by Shaggy dash attack.
And the part that annoys me the most about it is that you can tell just by how they were talking about shields that they were going to add them regardless of what the player base said.
I don't think I've talked about shields ever. I have not tried shields, bro. I've not played a single game with shields on this game. The first time it came around, it was only available for like a day. Bro, I worked the whole day. I woke up the next day, I was like, man, I can't wait to try this shield joint out. This shit gone. I go on Twitter, they're like, yeah, it's only one day.
I guarantee you the only reason that they just didn't immediately plop it into the game itself is because they were having difficulty programming it with the AI. Because think, they have to write new code for them to be able to block and like counter attacks in that way. It feels like it was one of those decisions in a video game where they give you the illusion of being able to choose, but in the end, it was always going to be you have to hit yes to progress. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, this game is turning into a literal shell of what it used to be. If they release shields, at that point, I think I'd rather just play the beta. Like, go back to ground zero, and whoever that says the beta was way better than it is now is smoking literal crack. I don't know if you remember that vividly, but the game was so much more broken and just unbalanced in that state. It was fun, don't get me wrong, but Jesus, like, we have a way better product now than we did back then. But whenever they add shields, I'm immediately going to delete this game. I'm not even going to entertain it. I'm not going to give it the time of day. A, I'm not going into the testing grounds for this shit because I know y'all are going to add it anyways. I'm just not going to deal with it, bro. The cat said something along the lines of, shields add an extra level of skill to the game. No, they don't, dude. They literally just, you sit there and wait for the opponent to attack. That's literally all you do. It's just such a bad mechanic. Well, let me back that up. It's a bad mechanic for Multiversus, where everything is supposed to be fast-paced and just in your face all the time. Anyways, I just wanted to yap about that a little bit and let y'all know in the future, if you don't see any Multiversus content from me, you know why. Because I'm just not dealing with it. And if they do decide to add shields to the core gameplay, I'm literally with the Doom posters. I hope the game fails. It'll serve them right for ruining something that used to be like so grand and great to me. Like, I love this game, but it's turning more into a hating fiasco every time I log in and every update I see, man. I'm not gonna try to be positive about something that's actively hating me. It's like an abusive relationship, you know? I'm not gonna keep running back to the guy that's giving me like 2 black eyes on a daily basis because I forget to put beer in the fridge for him or something. I'm getting off track. I'm gonna go now. See y'all later. I love y'all, and all I can do is hope for the future.
Watch some gameplay. I don't think I like it, man. Do y'all like it? Have y'all been rocking with what you've been seeing? I saw a tournament. I saw Swifty Showdown. I mean, it was cool, I guess. It just doesn't do it for me, bro. There's other things in the game I'd rather get fixed right now. Like, I'd really much rather having like super tight hitboxes, super tight hurt boxes. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stuff that needs to be done.
I don't know if the community's quite ready to have such a monumental change pushed to the live game. Like, in testing grounds or having being its own game mode, like, cool. Like, I feel like that's probably for the best. But there's a lot of people right now, they just think shields make it such a different game that they just don't want to play it. And I'm not saying that I agree with those people. I'm just saying, do we need something else to fracture the community even further? But let me know in the comment section below what y'all thinking. Oh!